Records paint a cloudy picture of how a cop's night escalated into a strip club shootout. Edgewood ISD and San Antonio's city-funded pre-K program approve a partnership. And city government plans to give air conditioning to around 2,000 public housing units. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Friday, February 22nd. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. At a San Antonio Police Officers Association dinner for graduating cadets on the evening of May 29, 2018. After an estimated 5 drinks, police instructor Desi Rios left the party alone and got in his car, and only 15 minutes later would stagger to the front door of an adult entertainment club with blood gushing from 6 gunshot wounds to his lower body, sustained from a supposed road rage shootout with 26-year-old barber DeMonte Walker, who suffered gunshot wounds that left him paralyzed from the waist down. While Rios initially told investigators he had been forced off the interstate by another driver and was going to pull into a nearby restaurant, the restaurant came up too fast, and Rios instead turned into the parking lot at All Stars Gentlemen's Sports Club. And while searching for his phone in the car, DeMonte Walker pulled up next to him, rolled down the window, and started yelling. But Walker told authorities a different story, noting that a belligerent Rios instigated the confrontation, and that he fired at Rios because the off-duty officer appeared to be reaching for a gun. Investigators later learned Rios had repeatedly asked a fellow police academy instructor earlier that night to accompany him to All Stars, with an internal affairs investigation determining that Rios was not truthful in his statement. Walker was initially charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but a grand jury declined to indict him, and SAPD suspended Rios for 15 days for engaging in a dispute with Walker and for being intoxicated. This week, the Bexar County District Attorney's Office completed its review of the case, and no charges have been filed against Officer Rios, with the police instructor to be assigned to full patrol duty after he recovers from his injuries. Find more details of this story at expressnews.com. The governing boards of Edgewood Independent School District and Pre-K 4SA have each approved an agreement to operate Gardendale Elementary School as an in-district charter school for pre-K through 2nd grade students. The Tuesday vote takes advantage of 2017 Texas law SB 1882, which allows school districts to contract with outside organizations to handle a school's staffing and curriculum, either to rescue struggling campuses or create innovative ones, in arrangements that bring higher per-pupil funding from the state. The Texas Education Agency will need to give the deal final approval, which is anticipated to happen by April. Local officials believe the agreement will bring Edgewood ISD between $220,000 and $236,000 in additional annual state funding. Gardendale will begin the transition this fall, with 3 pre-K classes holding 20 kids each, and 4 kindergarten classes with 22 students per classroom. By fall 2022, grades 3 through 5 would be moved from Gardendale to another school. And while as many as 2,500 of the San Antonio Housing Authority's 6,000 public housing units don't provide air conditioning, following a request from State Representative Diego Bernal, the city is closer to rectifying the situation by combining with $1.4 million from philanthropist Gordon Hartman to make sure apartments get window air conditioning units before summer. Wednesday, a city council committee unanimously approved the plan, and a full council is expected to vote March 21st. The city plans to redirect grants it gets from the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development to devote $500,000 to the cause, and the San Antonio Housing Authority would chip in another $500,000 from its own HUD grants and other resources, with Hartman's philanthropic venture providing the remainder of the funds. And That's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Friday, February 22nd. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.